Yes, it's the Vauxhall Vectra, one of my least favourite cars in the world. I've always hated it because I've always felt it was designed in a coffee break by people who couldn't care less about cars. What I could do with at this point is some kind of a chart, perhaps, to explain how far I'd go to not have a Vauxhall Vectra in my life. Oh, look, much like this one. It's a Top Gear test track, and I'd go to San Francisco to avoid, let's say, something like dinner with Bill Oddie. But to avoid the Vectra, I'd go quite a lot further. I'd certainly come over here, and I'd go over these, oh, hang on, over these logs. Yeah, I'd do that. And then down here, past the moons of Jupiter. Can you see those? I'd go that far, right to the edge of the solar system. This is how far I would go to not drive a Vectra. This one, though, has huge exhaust sticking out of the back, massive tyres and outrageous bucket seats, so maybe it's a little bit different. Well, it doesn't feel particularly exciting, I have to say. It doesn't have the poise and the delicacy of the Ford or the joie de vivre of the Mazda. But it does have a party piece. The Mazda and the Ford are pretty quick. But watch this. The Vectra is phenomenally fast. Flat out, this is quicker than an AMG Mercedes. It's quicker than a BMW M5. And it only costs £21,000. A 161-mile-an-hour Vectra. That's like watching someone from Weight Watchers do the 4-minute mile. In fact, I'm just thinking, how many four-door saloon cars are actually faster than this? There's a couple of Bentleys, there's the Maserati Quattroporte and the Maybach. And that's it. So there we are. The 5th fastest saloon car that money can buy is a Vauxhall Vectra. But that is not the end of the story, because there's a price to pay for all the speed. Catastrophic understeer. Oh, that's a lot. That's bad. That's not good. Look at that. Straight on. So that's useless then. I'm just driving like this. That's appalling! This has to be one of the worst chassis I've ever come across. There's only one word to describe this car. Begins in S, ends in T, and it isn't soot.
So, it's fairly terrible then?
No. Losing your leg is fairly terrible. This, honestly, I'm tempted to even call it dangerous.
All right, if you're driving around on a track with the traction control off, going power, then maybe. But what if, I don't know, what if you wanted to drive around normally?
Well, that would just be a Vectra, and that would be even worse.